Okay, number 10 wants the y-intercept of the given line. So let's get y by itself. Take the y term over, make it positive, get it by itself. So I have 3y equals 7x minus 21. Divide everything by 3. So you have y equals 7/3 x minus 7. And so the y-intercept is going to be this number right here, -7. Okay, looking at number 11, 11 and 12 are kind of the same type questions. Number 11 wants to know what are the quadrants that this line is going to go through. So let's get y by itself. Let's take this over, make it positive. Take the 8 over. So we have a positive 2y equals 4x minus 8. Divide everything by 2. And so we get y equals 2x minus 4. Okay, so just doing a sketch of this line, where does it cross the y-axis? The y-intercept is going to cross at -4, so we'll say right here. And it has a positive slope, positive 2, rise 2 over 1. And so if we go up 2 over 1, looks something like that. And it goes through 3 quadrants, 1, 3, and 4. It does not go through the second one. Okay, number 12, which quadrant does the line not go through? It does not lie in which quadrant? And so let's get y by itself. We'll take the x term over. And so you'll have 5y equals positive 4x plus 20. Divide everything by 5. So you get y equals 4/5 x plus 4. And so your line is going to cross the y-axis at positive 4. And it has a positive slope, up 4 over 5. And so your line will look something like that. And there's only one quadrant that it does not go through, and it's the 4th quadrant. Okay, 13, it gives you a slope of one line is -5 over 7. What is the slope of the other line that would be perpendicular to that? Alright, so perpendicular slopes are opposite sign reciprocals. And so if my slope to one line is -5 over 7, the perpendicular slope will be the opposite sign, so positive and reciprocal. Flip it. Positive 7 over 5. All right, 14. Same type question. The slope of one line is 4, or you could say 4 over 1. What would the perpendicular slope to that be? So a positive 4 over 1 slope would, the perpendicular slope, opposite sign, so negative, and flip it. Opposite sign reciprocal. -1 over 4. And 15. What is the slope perpendicular to the line? And so we got to figure out what the slope is. So let's get the y term by itself and to be positive. So we'll have 4y on the right equals 5x plus 12, and divide everything by 4. So I get y equals 5 over 4x plus 3. This is the number I'm looking at. That's the slope of the line. And I want to know what is the perpendicular slope to positive 5 over 4. Well, positive 5 over 4, the perpendicular would be negative 4/5. All right, 16, what is the slope that is perpendicular to this line? Let's get y by itself. So we get 8y equals negative 5x plus 17 and divide everything by 8. And so I get y equals negative 5 over 8 x plus 17 over 8. This is the number I'm looking at. And what would be perpendicular to negative 5 over 8? It would be positive 8 over 5. All right. Which of the following equations is parallel to this line? Parallel means it has the exact same slope. So perpendicular is opposite reciprocal, parallel is exactly the same. So this is already in slope-intercept form, so the slope of this line is negative 3 over 4. So I'm looking for the exact same slope. Y equals negative 3 over 4x. And so it's going to be C. And be careful on this one. This is not slope-intercept form because it's x by itself and not y. All right, 18. What is the slope that is parallel to this line? So we get y by itself. 4y equals negative 9x plus 7. Divide everything by 4. Y equals negative 9/4 x plus 7 over 4. Just interested in that number. And what is parallel to that is exactly the same. Negative 9 over 4. What is a possible equation of line that's parallel? Let's get y by itself, make it positive. Move that. Positive 3y equals 4x minus 6. Divide everything by 3. This is the number I'm interested in. Exact same slope. Look for the exact same slope. Y equals positive 4/3 x. Be E on mine. Okay, last question, number 20. Which equation describes this line? So let's look at where does it cross the y-axis? Where's the y-intercept? And it looks like, it looks like it crosses around 5, positive 5. And so I've narrowed it down to 2 answer choices just by knowing that. And now we want to figure out the slope. We know the slope's negative. And if we were to do the rise and the run, this looks like positive 1. So that would be a rise of 5 and a run of 1. And the slope is negative 5 over 1, which is negative 5. And so my slope, negative 5. My y-intercept is positive 5. That's going to be y equals negative 5x plus 5.